My guy.
I did
45
it!
minutes on the dot. Let's go, dude.
What do I do now? Oh
Now
my
you need
god.
an Easter egg.
Like a 2-minute scene at the party.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Isn't he a pretty big character in Dirty Dancing?
Yeah, he comes in for like 2 minutes at the party. He's like the new producer.
Alright, here I go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna end the game. Oh, I lost my thunder gun? My thunder gun switched to my third weapon? That's so weird. Okay. There it is.
GG.
Mm-hmm.
You survived 255 rounds.
Oh my god.
Dude, most people can't even live past like 80.
That's true.
Like generally.
Hey, what's up guys? Mr. JZM here, and I'm proud to announce that I just got round 255 on Revelations. Now for those of you that were curious about the stats, here on screen you could see that my kills were hella, the amount of gobblegums I used were less than hella, and the amount of time I spent in game was average. But the most interesting thing about this run is that even though I used mega gums, which means I had to be connected to the servers the entire time, my game lasted over 2 weeks IRL. I don't even know how I stayed connected that long, but I did. So I finally get to join the list of like 40 other people who also have around 255 on Revelations. Now to be perfectly honest, when I thought about how I was going to make this video, as much as I want to talk about the game, I feel like 255s on Revelations have been done to death. And there's nothing that I could really say that is any different than what anyone else has to say. So I wanted to talk about what actually made my game different. First of which, as you can see, I'm playing as Nikolai, and he's wearing 2 masks, one of them being the Fury mask, and the other one being a 3-layered surgical mask to stop the spread of COVID-19. As you can see, Nikolai has also received his booster shot, following along with CDC guidelines as well as local health regulations. And anyone who tries to get within 6 feet of him, he sends to another dimension through a portal. Another thing that made this game unique was the fact that on round 172, I got the darkness glitch. This is a glitch that has been seen in some other games, but never that early. My suspected idea is that it has something to do with IRL time, because at the time that I got it, I had been in the game for probably a week without using rest mode or anything like that, but I'm not sure. As you can see on round 254, I had fixed the darkness glitch, and the way that I figured out how to fix it was if you go out the portal through to spawn, then it sort of fixes the lighting. It kind of made things all blue around the map, but definitely a lot better than playing like this. For a while as I was playing, before I learned exactly how to fix it, this is all I could see. I did end up putting a little tour of the entire map in darkness at the end of the full gameplay video, so you can check that out if you're really interested. It was very difficult to see. The last thing that I really wanted to do with this video is I wanted to make a tutorial on how to get round 100 on Revelations. Now you might be asking, why just 100 and not 255? And well, that's because I feel like Revelations has always been the easiest map of all time. Yet, there are some people that are still struggling to get past round 30, and I'm trying to figure out why. So, I'd like to appeal to some people and create a guide that is completely foolproof, that nobody can even possibly mess up as long as you watch it. So, if that's something that interests you, then stick around. And if not, I hope you enjoyed the video. So in order to set up on Revelations, you're first going to need to upgrade both the Apothicon Servant and the Thunder Gun. Ideally, you want to have Mule Kick so that you can have the HVK with Deadwire as your third weapon, but for only round 100, that isn't required. For gums, it really doesn't matter all that much what you run, but it never hurts to have extra ammo, so you're going to want to run Alchem and anything else that can give you ammo. For the strat itself, you're just going to stand in this area of Verrucht, and you want to stand right up against the left wall. You can also stand up against the mystery box and it works just as well. What that will do is it'll make it so that Keepers and Furies never spawn, and so that the zombies spawn faster. And you're just going to alternate between shooting an Apothicon Servant shot down right there, and then placing the Ragnaroks down. And you can watch all the gameplay in this entire video, and it's the exact same process. If done correctly, you should never be hit. If for some reason the Apothicon Servant fails to fill the charge of the Ragnaroks, then just shoot a second shot. Now in an ideal situation, you shouldn't even be running out of ammo until at least round 120, and that's excluding the Thunder Gun or any Gobblegums you might have. But if you do run out of ammo, just pop an Alchem. There's no reward for saving your Gobblegums. You should just keep spamming them because you can get a new one every 5 rounds or less. And especially with Alchem, you get unlimited of them, so there's no reason not to just keep spamming them. It will speed up your 100 time, and you can always get it back very easily. As for the mask that you should be wearing, of course besides your surgical mask, you can wear any mask that gives you 1 extra hit from zombies. It isn't worth the effort to go for the God Mask, just because it takes a lot of time, and you shouldn't really be getting hit anyway. Copy what I do and you won't be getting hit. But you don't even need a mask if you don't feel like it. And of course the last big setup hurdle is dealing with the Panzers or the Margwas. And I'm going to show you at the beginning of this round how I dealt with the Panzer or Margwa. The Margwa will spawn at least every 7 rounds, but it could be up to every 12 rounds. So what that means is, if a Margwa, let's say, spawned on round 42, then you add 7 rounds, and the earliest time the next Margwa can spawn is round 49. It might not spawn on round 49, but that's the earliest you have to be prepared. Now, if you're too lazy to count to 7, then what you could do is you could just hold out the Thunder Gun at the beginning of every single round. It doesn't make a difference. If a Margwa or Panzer spawns, just spam the Thunder Gun at the Margwa or Panzer. If they don't spawn, just put your Thunder Gun away and go back to shooting the Apothicon Servant. And this works for the entire game, as I will show you right here, even on round 254. And again, it's the same thing for the Panzer as well, as I'll show you. And like I said, there is no punishment for just holding out the Thunder Gun if you're not sure if one is coming. Right here, I wasn't sure, held it out, nothing spawned in, so I just placed the rags down. Easy. The last thing I'll discuss is how I personally deal with the Parasite rounds. As soon as I recognize that it's a Parasite round, I'm going to run down and hit the turret. And I'm going to kill all of the Keepers and Furies that spawn immediately in front of me. Once the turret runs out, I'll take out a couple of the remaining Keepers and Furies, and then run up and go hit the trap. The trap will kill a majority of the Keepers and Furies, and while that's going on, you can use your HVK to take out some of the Parasites that spawn that don't get killed by the trap. Once the trap runs out, I'm just going to throw down all of my little Arnies one by one in the same area. Once all 3 of your little Arnies have been thrown down, that should be almost enough to end the round. And you could just take out the remaining Parasites with any of your weapons. The HVK works just as easily. Once you get the max ammo, you continue on with the next round.
The killing may continue, but now with more bullets.
If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment or reach out. I'm more than happy to answer anything. I think that Revelations is an easy map to get anyone's first round 100, and I'm more than happy to help. Anyway guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video. I'm sorry I haven't been uploading a lot of full-length videos lately. I've been very busy with school. But I'm hoping to make a little bit more content in the near future. Anyway, thank you all for watching, stay safe out there, and peace.